Hey everyone, welcome to the Phase 1 Trading Channel. This is Steven. It's April 14th, 2020, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy during this crazy time in history. I'm looking over Happiness Biotech Group, Ltd, or ticker HAPP today for a few reasons. So let's dive in and take a look at the details. Now, something I like to get out of the way right away when I'm looking at a new ticker is share structure. We have 25 million shares outstanding, but only an 8.5 million share float, which is very low, which means this stock could move really hard, really quick with the right volume. The reason why? It's owned 63% by insiders. Very high insider ownership, something I like to see. The news is very active on HAPP lately. This month alone, in early April, we've gotten news of 500,000 bottles of disposable hand sanitizer shipped to Malaysia, Australia, Poland. They are now certified to ship hand sanitizer to Europe. They're also playing in the protective mask space. 500,000 masks are being produced now per week from HAPP. And they're also experimenting with COVID-19 testing kits. Now, the word developing to me tells me this is still a speculative play in terms of the testing kits, but they're dipping their toe in several different areas of the COVID-19 space and keeping themselves highly relevant during a very volatile time in the market. Now, something specific I really want to point out is the date of April 22nd. The reason being is that the IPO for this company dropped late October last year. They sold 2 million shares at $5.50 per share. Now, what came along with that was a lockup period for insiders, meaning insiders were not allowed to trade their shares for 180 days after the IPO release. It just so happens that 180 days is up on April 22nd, and that means that insiders are allowed to trade their shares. Would an insider sell their shares if it was under the IPO of $5.50? Well, we're at $3.22 right now, and my argument is that it's in the best interest of the company, of the insiders, the majority being the CEO, to not be selling their shares underneath the IPO at $5.50, way up here. Now I have a blue dotted line here marking April 22nd. On the chart. You can also see I've drawn a red line, a red wedge here, and usually when I see a descending wedge like this, when the price action crosses the wedge, there's typically a breakout to the upside or downside, but a break typically occurs. You can see one almost occurred today. It was a fairly volatile day today. I'm looking at this inflection point here because April 22nd crosses right at the tip of this wedge. So we only have a few more days. We just have about a week until this inflection point hits, until that lockup period opens up. So I'm watching the stock very closely to see what's going to happen right in this area. I think we could see a really big move here with the low float. Now, I marked what I believe loosely is the trading range currently because this stock is really not moving mechanically. It's operating a little sloppy, and it also doesn't have a whole lot of trading history because it's a new stock. So loosely speaking, I've marked it at $2.80 at the bottom of the range and $3.40 near the top of the range right now. The stock is range bound, in my opinion at least. Now, a range bound stock is great because I like to just obviously take my buys at the bottom of the range and then wait for a break out of the range before I start to shave my position and take profit. So we're definitely looking for buys, at least members of Phase 1 right now are speculating buys at or under $3. So somewhere between $2.80 and $3 might be a nice entry right now for HAPP. Obviously the dead low is $2.45. I would take a stop loss at somewhere around $2.69, $2.70 if things go sour and it leaves its trading range. But everything, all signs are really pointing to this stock wanting to make a move and continue to ramp up its relevancy. The news cycle has been great for HAPP, and they're not just talking about wanting to get involved in this space, they're actively involved. So once again, keeping the eye on that lockup date, which ends at 4/22, I would suggest anybody who's speculating on this stock definitely starts to treat this date as a major inflection point. I believe the day before and the day during are going to be possibly volatile and lucrative. So we'll keep our eye on it. I'm not in this stock yet, but I'm definitely scoping an entry underneath $3. So I hope this video helped you gain some insight into HAPP, and if you found it helpful, please like and don't forget to subscribe to the Phase 1 Trading channel so you can get notified when we publish new reviews. Best of luck to you, and thanks for watching.